In Abaco, you get sometimes you get pieces of the news. You got to really work hard to get the right, correct, in-depth news. Being the only news person here in Abaco that really cares. And this is a national emergency that I thought that they just shut off the water by the trailer park. But since Friday, there's not one government building here that has water. Grand Key doesn't have water. Cedar Harbor had a fire, they don't have water. All we had is rain here the other day in Marshall, Old Marshall. We had rain going to bed, we got water. But Darrell Miller said they can't get the water to come through the pipes. This whole complex is supposed to be shut down because if you can't use the bathroom, you can't wash your hand, nobody should be at work here. This is the emergency that they don't tell you about. Could it be that this ain't headline news? $40 million complex, $30 million complex, they can't get water. So how is the prisoners and all them that don't have freedom to go to get water, how is the prisoners, because I was one of them one time and they're illegally kidnapped. How are you able to use the bathroom? Since Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, no water in this huge complex, none of that. Something got to be wrong. Nobody's supposed to be at work if this whole complex doesn't have water. Again, the water was off on since Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 5 days. How could you live with those water for 5 days? Somebody need to be brought before the magistrate court. They've been closed for weeks. But this whole complex for 5 days doesn't have water. That has to be a national emergency. That Grand Key doesn't have water. Grand Key's having water for a week. Grand Key doesn't have no power. Cedar Harbor doesn't have any water. Cedar Harbor doesn't have any power because of the fire. But we had a multi-purpose place less than a mile from the biggest water depot in the Bahamas, and they don't have water. I was told that we need a plumber. I got a brother that's a good plumber. I need to reach out to him because plumbing shouldn't be the problem. What do you think the problem is? Could I put you on video?
No, the plumber is on the way to get the part fixed. That's what it is.
The plumber's on the way. 5 days later, I told from the manager right here, I don't want to put him on camera. He's one of my biggest supporter. He used to be a PLP, but he's supporting Kai Mills now. So he said he don't want to be on camera. So I am not going to put my buddy on camera. But he said that the plumber's on the way 5 days later. He must be coming from heaven. And he must have been getting the part from Jesus because he's taking a little while. But then again, Jesus don't take long, you know. He's here on time. But this plumber is not on time. 5 days later. I got to talk to Jesus myself to find out what's going on with this plumber. 5 days later. Whole complex should be shut down 5 days later. No water. In Marshall, Abaco, in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Kai cares.